Welcome back to Paws4Orchids. Thank you for joining me today. Today is a special day. We're going to take a last look at the orchid garden and everything that is still going on out there, because I do have a lot of blooms still coming around. But what makes it so special is that all of my babies are going to be going into their winter space. I'm going to do something a little different this year because I do have additional space that is now ready to be utilized for this winter. So we're going to take a walk around and check out all the blooms and everything that's going on. And then after that, I'm going to take you to see that special extra space that we created and how everything's going to work in there. After that, I'll explain what the plan is, because since it is going to be extra space, I'm going to have some in the lanai with me, the ones that I know generally bloom over the winter, and then the others will be in that other space. So come along and let's take a look what the Paws4Orchids winter has in store. All right, so we're going to start in the lanai, and if you have followed me for some time now, you know that my phals all stay inside the lanai, because even though they're not winter bloomers, they are very sensitive to the extreme colds that we are able to get here in Central Florida, at least in the north end of Central Florida where I am. So this table will get moved over there, and then all my phals will spend their winter right there in that corner, safe from the cold. I have already started organizing this area back here because a lot of this stuff is going to be stored in that extra space that we have created. So let's check out the rest of the collection. Mr. Ski, that stays there, and it spent last winter there and it did fine. Everybody bloomed beautifully. These are some of my cats. These are some of the ones that will probably be blooming in the next month or two. You see the spikes? There's tons of spikes on it. So the ones that I know, like I said, that are going to bloom during the winter, those will be spending time with me in there. And then, because I want to be able to enjoy the blooms. And then everybody else will be in the other space. So this one, Shamburkia, spent her winter last year here as well, and she did great. I got a bunch of spikes from her this year, so that's where she's going to remain. And then my cats, of course, are going to be going, like I said, over there, especially the ones that I know are blooming. These are my Oncidium types for the most part. I only have this one Dendrobium here, Caesar Pink, who, as you can see, is in full bloom and has plenty of new buds to come. So I don't know what I'm going to do with him right now, but yeah. This is another one that's starting to push some of her buds. And she's got like 6 spikes, give or take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, 9 spikes. Wow, cool. These are my Oncidiums that are currently happily blooming for me. My Tolumnias, I haven't quite decided yet where they're going to go, because some of them bloom for me in the winter and then others bloom for me in the spring, and I'm not sure which are which, so I gotta kind of figure that out. But they're gonna probably be spending some time out here as well. This is another one of my phals that has to go over there where the others will be. I call this one mother and daughter, because this is actually a keiki from this one. And as you can see, she's already pushing out a new spike. Look at this beauty. She's so pretty. See, like I said, I still have things that are blooming. My Nodosa is full of blooms. And she smells so good at night, you guys. And I have this Vanda also in bloom. There's one of the paws hanging out in her favorite spot among the orchids. That is literally her favorite spot. Got this, and then this one's coming into bloom as well. Miss Lucy, you're gonna have to move for me, baby. This one has been in bloom for over a month, I want to say, and she's still going strong. Beautiful red Vanda. I'm gonna have to jump over Miss Lucy, but she is not budging. See, there are still things going on. Oh, and back here, I have the pink version of Mimi Palmer. One of my giganteas is pushing out some spikes. Not sure if you can see them. One right there, one right there. That dendrobium. My dendrobiums are, I don't know what's going on with them. There's a bud here. See, there's still a lot going on. I have some buds here. I have more buds here. And then that one that is still in bloom. There she still is. I even have some new growths that are still pushing out. A little wild, if you ask me. I know that this one has a bud. I'm sorry, a spike right there. And look at my dens. My dens are like, I don't know, I think they're confused. All my dens are just out of hand. I have spikes going on over there as well. I'm sorry, not spikes, buds. I keep messing up my words. So as you can see, many are still quite active. So let's go take a look at that extra space. So now let's make our way over to see that extra space that I've been talking about. That is the Paws4Orchids greenhouse, and it is now fully functional. My babies will be perfectly safe because we were able to get everything done in time. Now let's go inside. First thing you can see is that we've added an extractor fan because it was getting quite hot in here. And it's also necessary because when it gets too humid, that can also be a problem. So this is set up so that it turns automatically on whenever the temperatures go about 80 degrees. That's what it's set to right now. Or if the humidity is above, I think I set it to 60 degrees or 70 degrees, I can't remember. So I have a high temp, a low temp, humidity, high and low as well. So what I did was I only set the high temp and high humidity settings on because the other two really don't matter for my purposes. And the high temp, I hope I'm remembering this correctly, is 80 degrees. And the humidity, if it goes above 60 or 70 degrees, I think I have it set to, it'll kick on to circulate some of the air. Then on this side, I have a fan that is always on, circulating air. And then I have a fan down there that is also always on, circulating air and also extracting a little bit of air via that little window behind it. And then I have a heater. This is also a greenhouse automatic heater that is set to turn on. And I know it's hard to see because of the sun right now, but it's set to automatically turn on when it is below 65 degrees in here. So all in all, between the gadgets that we've installed and then the windows that this greenhouse brings, it has one there and it has one over there, and I don't know if you can see, but I also have a light and a ceiling fan in here. With all of these gadgets and the windows, the babies should be perfectly fine for the winter. I also created or put in some bars across the top. That is where some of my Vandas will hang from. And then over here on this space, one of my racks that I have over there by the poolside where they're hanging now will be standing there as well. So all of my Vandas will be on this side of the greenhouse. And then anything that is in pots will either be on the shelving right here, or I'm putting some shelving down there as well. So there'll be shelving all on this side and then some on this side. And then the shelving that is up at the top, I'm going to be using for storage of the things that I use with my Vandas or my orchids in general, tools, insecticides, whatnot, all those things. Currently I have some pots up top as well. Oh, I forgot. That is a solar extractor fan as well. So as you can see, we are, I think, good to go in the Paws4Orchids greenhouse. We'll come back when there's some things in here and you can take a look at it then. So it took 3 days to get everything organized and situated, but here we are. Let's take a look inside the Paws4Orchids greenhouse. As you can see, there is still some space in there for me to work comfortably. That was very surprising to me. On the top shelf to the right, I ended up putting my tiny Tolumias. That's changed from my original plan, which was to use that space as storage for some of my supplies. But my tiny Tolumias are loving it there. Further down that same top shelf, I placed some of my Cattleya divisions. I was a bit afraid that they would get burned up there, but everyone seems happy and healthy so far. Over on the other side, I did hang all of my Vandas that at the time that I brought them in didn't have any developing spikes or flowers. So here they all are, happily hanging in their new greenhouse. The plan is to bring you all some updates along the way throughout the winter. And if anyone in here starts to bloom or spike or anything like that, I will definitely bring that news to you as well. Make sure you let me know what you think about the Paws4Orchids greenhouse down in the comments. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe so you know when I post something new. In the meantime, let's grow together and don't be a stranger. Bye!